to Eswatini Lifestyle, and of course this is your wonderful host Chuki Dlamini. Yo, it's in the wee hours of the morning. I don't want to lie, I'm a bit tired and I look crusty, as you can tell, but I bring forth to you some very, very exciting news. See, documenta in a very different way today. You know, this is hashtag road to the Delicious Festival all the way in Joburg. This is the DSTV Delicious Festival, and this is the first time that Eswatini Lifestyle / Eswatini TV gets to go there. So Chuki and the Eswatini Lifestyle crew will be there with you the whole step of the way. So right now we're on our way to King Mswati III International Airport, where we'll be boarding Eswatini Air and going all the way to Johannesburg. It's going to be some fun times. Welcome to the documentary. Let's go. So I was incredibly honored to be invited to Johannesburg, you know, as a Eswatini Lifestyle crew member and as a team that is part of Eswatini Television. We're invited by Gauteng Tourism Authority. So we two, the coolest dudes on the planet right now on the continent, they invited us to come over initially we're supposed to come to Joburg for the weekend and experience the DSTV Delicious Festival, but you know, things happen, plans change, and we ended up staying not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6 days in Johannesburg, full of love, laughter, and everything nice. So on the first day, we were taken to Constitutional Hill in Johannesburg, where we learned about the rich history of South Africa and its way to finally getting democracy. It was really an insightful visit there. A lot of atrocious things were done to prisoners back in the day, and at some parts of the journey,
A cell like this one was supposed to have 30 prisoners. However, there will be a minimum of 60 to 70 inside here. Okay? All of them using that one open toilet with no privacy. And they had no beds. As you can see, they were sleeping on the floor. Beds were only for 5 prisoners. These were isolation cells. Prisoners used to call them emakubutu, meaning the deep dark holes. No one wanted to come here. Worst punishment in this prison. Some were here for a few days, others weeks, months, even up to a year.
Right now we're at the Constitutional Court, situated at Constitutional Hill in South Africa. So Saturday was the start of the DSTV Delicious Festival. We went there, we got there on time, emphasis on that. And when we got there, guys, I don't want to lie, I was a bit disappointed in the weather. Johannesburg weather, why would you do that to people that have traveled from all walks of life, all countries, all continents to come and experience such greatness, and then the weather just went. I was so mad at the weather, but nevertheless, we were able to go to the DSTV Delicious Festival and enjoy. We were able to visit the stages. The main acts on the day were Jason Derulo and Busta Rhymes, because he was in the motherland. He kept saying that quite a lot, and it was fun. It was fun. Had so much fun. Eswatini Television Authority, together with Gauteng Tourism Authority, are delighted to bring you the DSTV Delicious Festival through Eswatini Lifestyle, through the eyes of Eswatini Lifestyle, and we are going to have such an amazing time. It is worth noting that this is the 11th time that DSTV Delicious Festival is happening, and they are celebrating 30 years of creative freedom. We're also going to be having so much fun checking around the food, the art, the music, the fashion that they have to offer in Johannesburg at Kaya Lami. You know what? I don't want to talk too much. Let us just go and see what people are up to. As you can see, the weather did not stop people from flocking in, and you know that the Delicious Festival has so much to offer. Right now we're going to check out the Cox Studio stage and find out what is going on, what's popping.
Siyabavula ngama-16 kashe ngama-13 qhuma amawindi nama-piston iminingi ngabin Latin dlala ngamagama shof ingolovan thatha ama-chance angizwane ngale kwalo phela ngisaba ibhara ngiphuma edubane ningiphethe yasezola wazi uzomenzani weta yabona intwana ishunqa njenge-polish and all you niggas chicken njenge-cornish if they ever disrespected by a police and I'm a midnight starring buzumaporis imini hero buzulogi.
Very cold. This is just the effect of climate change. When they say climate change is real, this is what happens in the middle of spring in Johannesburg. It's so cold, but as they say, the show goes. As African continent, we need to shape, tell, and propagate our own stories. We need to also act as a region. Once we combine all these African countries and our markets, we will be able to compete with the likes of China, the likes of India. So we must stop looking at ourselves as individual countries. Our culture, our heritage, our experiences is so intertwined.
Street cred, got enough of on my side for bitch. Since when is betrayal for survival kid? So my sweet chama, they me all won't get my reach, my speech, my chicken, I won't get so I keep my speech. Hot parts, we got a jagged feature. But the tennis don't just never on the life in pizza. I'm about to move to one that I ain't got this out. Don't shake straight cut, got the cut this up. I'm passing past, I'm gonna get no fast in blood. Your life is black like fuck, but I'm fast. Bring on the water with that. One, two, three.
women be coming from miles around. See, they be coming because they know how to guard. Turn it up! Now you know who holding the door. Give me a crown. Niggas who look in the trash. Give me a pound. I believe I put you through. You lose a pound. Niggas the willing slipping on the shit on the ground. They get low, us. That's the way that it goes. You live in a spot that should be flooded with holes. You make it hot, the chicks will come out their clothes. That's why they get it. My nigga already knows. Turn it up! 21 and this shorty who pushing me shit it out. For the rest of the just a second, I'm figuring it out. No, I see trying to turn up. Figure it out. Turn around and I'm trying to put my turn it, please stop. Touch it, breathe it. Hey, watch it, turn it. A little louder. Touch it, breathe it. Hey, watch it, turn it, please stop.
What you say? That you only meant well, because you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, because it is. What you say? That you only meant well, because you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, because it is.
So low, down, only trying to please myself. Hold up, I don't really want no one else. No, I shouldn't treat you better. I need you meant to be. So let me give you another chance in your bed. When the roof caved in and the truth came out, I just didn't know what to do. But when I become a star, it's so hard to do anything for you. So tell me, girl,
What you say? That you only meant well, because you did. What you say?
what's the name of the
That it's all for the best.
So Sunday was really, really delicious because we were focusing on the food, and the food there was amazing. Whenever ngiyakhona ukubhala in a billboard, that is what I would say, that DSTV delicious. Sunday, the food was amazing. And then we also checked out a few performances. Let me not forget that we also went to see the art meets fashion lounge. It was amazing to see so many creatives in South Africa, to know that people are so truly gifted in the arts in South Africa. No wonder they were celebrating 30 years of creative freedom. Sunday was amazing. The weather was also a bit better. You know, people who were full of smiles. A lot of people were showing their skin. You know, it was just a beautiful sunny day. Hello, I come back. This is day 2 of the Delicious Festival, and right now we are where art meets fashion. So what we're going to do now, we're going to walk and appreciate some art. Oh, this looks amazing. Luchu, I am coming for you, and I will be clad in this, all right? Yes. Okay. Don't forget, you are art.
So the interesting thing is that a lot of the countries in the world that are actually most developed, one of the very big things about them is tourism. If you look at the US, for example, you look at the UK, you look at France, and many places, what actually drives people to want to go there first, even besides business, is that it's a city of love, it's a city of business, it's the Big Apple, it's this, it's that, and that's what Joburg offers. It offers a place where you can do business, but also a place where you can have fun. I made an example just now and said, if here today there's 100,000 bottles of water sold over the next 2 weekends at 10 rands each, that's a million rands out of just selling water.
Smiling like we didn't give a damn.
We are no longer recognized as the people of Mandela, but the people of Mapiano. So that's how the music, the South African music, has grown over years. And you know that they've been advocates for banning apartheid. All the legends that you have mentioned, in fact, most of them, unfortunately, they are no longer alive. But their music is still alive. Even today, tomorrow, they will be celebrated. I'm not sure if you've seen the lineup. So we've been blessed to have such heroes in South Africa, and we wish that their legacy should not die, and it should carry on forever.
Yeah.
So as you all know that the Delicious festival ended on Sunday, the Gauteng Tourism Authority is indeed introducing, I wouldn't say introducing because it's already, on the cause of action. There is the hashtag Stay Another Day campaign where we are encouraged as visitors of, the Gauteng province to stay another day. There's so much to do in Gauteng. Don't just come here for 2 days, you're done with Delicious or you're done with whatever festival that you came here to do. Stay another day. So, while we were staying here for another day or 2 more days or 3 more days, on Monday we went to Moja Cafe for Mogodu Monday. The traditional food there was divine. It was to die for. The vibes were impeccable. I would suggest that you check that out. So, and then on Tuesday, it was Heritage Day. Amazing. We had the liberty of going to Maropeng, the Cradle of Humankind. This is where the story of the human species, it talks about the story of the human species and how they came about to be where they are today. And the question remains, this one big question that they ask you when you leave, it says, what is your future? Like, what do you think the future looks like? It was definitely amazing, and to also see the UNESCO exhibition there as well, just, making sure that World Heritage is celebrated accordingly. And the people there that were clad in their different traditional regalia, I had so much fun seeing Basotho, Maswati, Mazulu, Maxhosa, and all the other cultures there clad in their traditional regalia. It was a very, 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 very nice day, and the drive from Johannesburg to Maropeng was worth it. It was such a beautiful sightseeing.
Welcome to Maropeng, which is the official visitor center of the Cradle of Humankind. Cradle of Humankind is about 58,000 hectares. It's not only this space, but when we say official visitor center, it's where we encourage people to first start here so that they can know and then they can be dispersed into the whole area. So the Cradle of Humankind has a number of offerings ranging from your accommodation, games, adventures. But the main thing about this place, it's a place where we are talking about human evolution, where we are depicting the scientific representation of the hominids that were discovered at Stekfontein Caves, which is just 8 kilometers from this place. So I'll be taking you through to scientific depiction of how the human evolution, starting from the present day into when these fossils were discovered. Okay, we can go through. So the most important era of this area is here, because this is when now we started to discover, hominid fossils, by the scientific world, and we started with Homo erectus, So it tells you that this is the period that they date, and this is the period that we discovered. So they are almost, close to us, because remember, we are starting from the present day into the past. So as we go along, we will see that others were discovered in like 3 million years, where they were starting to form into evolution, to form into understanding how in the present day we are working and how our relationship is. So we are related to these more than all of them because of the periodization. Yeah. So you must just look at the periodization. So as we go along, you're gonna see 4 elements of life that this also depicts, because it will take you through element of earth, air, water, and fire. So those are our elements that we exist on, as we live in the planet. So those are the elements I was talking about. As you can see, it's the water, air, fire, and earth on the end. Okay, so now we're gonna go in through a boat that's also gonna take us now to experience these elements that we have shown on here in a scientific depicted manner. You will see how amazing this exhibition is. So this is the most amazing exhibition that you can ever get in the continent. So as we're taking through this boat, it's also taking us to journey into the formation of the planet, So as you see, there was water first that was sliding, So everything is electronically controlled. So now we're gonna go to the ice age. You can feel it's a real ice, it's very cold. And then we're gonna see the elements of earth, fire, and you'll see the cave formation as we go along. Yeah. So we are on the ice age now. You can touch, it's a real ice. Feel it. Yeah. So as you see, we're going now to the air, there's wind, as one of the elements that, give birth into the planet. So as you see, these are almost, so this was one of the first, fossil that was found, discovered in Taung, which is now what we call a serial listing. So it's in Taung in the northwest, but it's a serial listing that also forms part of the Cradle of Humankind UNESCO declaration. So the Taung child was discovered in 1924 by Dr. Dalton, Raymond Dart, and when he went to the scientific world to present, they said, no, this is a monkey, and it was until, like I said, Mrs. Pless then was discovered, then Mrs. Pless had a lineage and a remembrance of the Taung child. So you can see these are the fossils that are, So this is Mrs. Pless. So Mrs. Pless broke, which was discovered by Dr. Robert Broom in 1947, was one of the, the greatest scientific discovery, that, was taken to the scientific world, which was then starting to prove that Africa is indeed the cradle of humankind, and these are real fossils. They are not just monkeys. They are telling us about the evolution of human beings, and so we call them hominids. As you can see, the story goes. So this is how they are discovered. They are discovered in pieces, and then they are put together. Then from a replica. So they are able to tell you from the formation of the teeth, whether the species was a female or a male. And then they also can date it, through using the information, the carbon dating it. Yeah. So as you can see here, this is, starting from, from the use of the tool, the discovery, which was 2.6 million years, to then how they developed speech from Homo erectus, and Homo erectus, which existed, between 1.8 and 1.6 million years. As you move along, it comes until where we are now, into the modern human being, And you can see that there was an evolution in terms of, how, they look, the chin, and the facial composition. We might be different, but we are humans. We are. You see, it's still the formation of the cave, how the skulls would fall and be discovered. So we call this a cast. You see, this is how the bones are found. And then they'll have to take, then through that process of, the scientists, with a small drizzle, because this process needs small drizzling needles so that they don't damage the bone. So it takes a process to take then individual bones, and then they will then form them and then see how each bone structure, then it will tell them, and create, if it's full human, then it create a few human. If it's a full skull, from here you make a skull. And then that process we call, casting. From casting, then after then we take the original, fossils. They are taken to our national museum, which is Gauteng, which is in Pretoria. Which you only can see the original. Here we are using cast. We don't have original fossils because they are a national asset. So as you entered from the main entrance, you saw the building was represented by the grassland, and this building is called cumulus breeding, which means it's an ancient burial building, where it means, in the past where they used to bury, the ancient people. So that's why when you entered into the exhibition, so you could see that all the fossils that we were showcasing, they are buried under the ground. So as you see now, we are out. Then it represented what's the future. The future you can see, as you see the structure now, it's a modern structure. As you're gonna go and see along with the restaurant, when we walk back, we are saying this is the future. The future is, it's in our hands. The future is now the changes that are happening in the world. So the future, like you can see, the future is bright.
And the most unfortunate part is that is all we had for you from Eswatini Lifestyle in partnership with Gauteng Tourism Authority. It was definitely a wonderful experience to be able to spend 6 days in Gauteng and to learn more about the rich culture of South Africa. So from Eswatini Lifestyle, from Eswatini Television, from GTA, Gauteng Tourism Authority, I'm inviting you to come to Gauteng, and I'm inviting you to hashtag stay another day in Gauteng, because there's so much to do, there's so much to see. The lifestyle here is banging, and Eswatini Lifestyle is all about the taste, the beautiful things, the beautiful journey of senses. So from Eswatini Lifestyle and we love you, we appreciate you so much. Do have yourself a good night.